1, 2, test, test, test. Oh my god, this sounds like really in your face. Imagine this, you have just finished recording the latest episode of your podcast and you are feeling so excited and you cannot wait to share it with your listeners. But then you hit the play and your heart sinks. You are crying like a baby in the corner. Why? Because your voice sounds thin, harsh, and it is lacking that special something that makes it engaging and enjoyable to listen to. If this scenario sounds all too familiar, don't worry, I've got your back, because today I'm going to reveal the secret sauce that will take your podcast voice from sounding amateur to a radio-ready perfection. Hey guys, I am DJ Legion from Audio Waves Academy, and today I wanted to make a video about your podcast voice. A month ago I made a video about vocal production and how you can go and use the Waves plugin to make it better sound. And one viewer commented this, if I can go and make a same video tutorial about a podcast. So this is the reason why today I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to eliminate this problem for you once and for all. Right now my Mac has this chain and I'm going to deactivate it, but it will not be so easy to hear me because right now the volume is pretty low, but I will try to fix it on Logic. But this is not the proper way how you are going to record. This is just for you to listen to me a bit better. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 test 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 test. Okay, let's say that I boosted like plus 14. First up we have the Waves NS1 plugin. This little gem is like a magic eraser for unwanted background noise. Whether you have an air conditioner at your home which is humming like the whole time, or the neighbor's dog is barking like the whole time, this plugin will save your day, because it will make those distractions disappear and you are going to be left with a crisp and clear vocal track. Let me show you an example. Right now I am talking here, and if I'm going to be a bit quiet, you might hear a bit background noise. Let me go and push the gain. And now I'm going to go here on the NS1. Let's put down a little bit more, like 10 dB. And I'm going to push up this fader. It's just one fader, and it's going to be working when I am not speaking. I hope you can hear the difference when I am pushing just a little bit more. This is a little bit too much right now. But also here you can hear a big difference. Let's go and bring it back here, somewhere there, because I wanted to not overdo it. Now let's talk about the next plugin, which is going to be the Clarity Vox. This plugin is like a secret weapon for fixing your room acoustics, even though you have no acoustic treatment at your room. It's like having bought acoustic panels that cost hundreds of dollars and installing them on your wall. Trust me, your listeners will think you have been hitting the studio every week. Let me show you what it does. Let's say, for example, that you are in an environment that you have not a really good acoustic treatment and your voice sounds like this right now. Let's go and make it on 100%, and you will hear right away that it's a bit too much. But I will go and put it like something realistic, that 20%, something like this, maybe 30%. I'll just leave it like this right now. And I want to show you what the Clarity VX Pro does. Let me go and enable it. And I go. Hey guys, I just wanted to inform you that I ran into a problem when I was making this video, but I saw it later. And the problem was that this plugin was introducing some latency maybe, or some CPU overusage. So that's why you are not hearing it properly. I have tested it also before and it worked properly, but right now I don't know why. Something with the CPU happened, I believe. So sorry for that, but I will just go forward on the next plugin. Now let's go and talk about those pesky sibilances issue. You know, when you are talking about something and you hear those harsh S and S sounds that can make your ear bleed. This bad boy will go and tame those sibilant demons. Like really, it's going to give you a smooth, listenable vocal without sacrificing clarity. Here we have the threshold that if you go and push it a little bit more, you will see that if I go and S, 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 if I'm going to tell the S a little bit more, S, 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 you'll see that it's becoming more powerful. It's going to be attenuated more. Let me go and try this here with a small text that I have from ChatGPT. In the small seaside town of Seacliff, Sarah Summers, a skilled seamstress, owned a shop named Sarah's Stitchery. The shop was situated on a serene street surrounded by swaying sycamore trees. In the small seaside town of Seacliff, Sarah Summers, a skilled seamstress, owned a shop named Sarah's Stitchery. The shop was situated on a certain street surrounded by swaying sycamore trees. Now, let me tell you a story. A few years back, I was working on a podcast for a client, and no matter what I did, the vocals just sounded all over the place. That's when I discovered the Vocal Writer by Waves. This plugin is like having an audio engineer, like seriously, writing the faders for you the whole time and looking out for you to keep your voice in a consistent volume. Let me go and try it here. Right now my vocal sounds like this. So sometimes it's going to be higher. Let's go and push it like here on 12, somewhere there. And now whenever I talk right now, it's a little bit louder. That's why it's going to push it a little bit down. But if I go and talk a little bit like this or like this, you will see right away that it's going to be pushed up and up. You can go and do also the same. If you have some people that are talking too loud on the mic, you can go and, for example, have this one here. And no matter how loud I talk to the mic right now, you are going to see that my voice is going to have a consistent volume. You can also go here and play. This works like a threshold. So let's say, for example, I want this one to be activated when I hit this volume level. Now let's go and bring it back here on +6. In my case, because right now the mic is not having so much volume, I can say that this works a bit better in my opinion. I know that this plugin, for some reason, it gets a lot of hate, but for podcast, it works like a gem, seriously. Before I talk about the next plugin, please don't forget to subscribe. If you want more videos like this, it will help the channel a lot. Now the next plugin that we can go and use is going to be the RVox. The RVox is a really known compressor. It's really easy to use. You just go and I would just go and leave it like it is, and I will just go and turn down the thresholds so that you can go and get like -3 dB reduction somewhere there, and then you will have this also compressed sound that is really familiar when you are listening to podcasts. Now, if you want to have this like overcompressed vocal, this is the plugin that's going to make it happen. The plugin that I'm talking about is the CLA2A from Waves, and go here and choose the Vox preset. And it's really important here to go and right now, let's go and push it a little bit more. And it's really important here to push like -10 dB. And you will get that signature sound like in your face vocal tone that it will make your listeners feel like you are speaking directly into their ears. To say the truth, this is a matter of taste because it will not work like for everybody. There are some other people that have like really powerful high tone pitch voice and this might not help. But for the people that have a little bit more low voice, like a low tone voice, this will make your vocal on your podcast sound much professional. And for those who want to have this little extra sparkle to their vocals, One Brighter by Waves is a must-have. For example, my voice sounds like this right now. Let me go and okay, right now it's like really compressed. And let's go and boost a little bit here, and it's going to you are going to hear that it's going to be much brighter. So to say the truth, I'm not really listening how it sounds, but I will just push a little bit more. Okay, right now we are clipping, but we don't want this. Let's go and bring it back a little bit, like 3, somewhere there. But before I tell you 100% what works and what doesn't, let me go and have a listen here on my headphones. 1, 2, test. Oh my god, this sounds like really in your face. Right now, you can hear that my voice is really compressed and really in front on this high, on the high frequencies. Yeah, but I can go and turn down a little bit the gain. So right now it could sound like really great, I think, and I can hear right away from my headphones that it sounds like really professional. But one pro tip that I always recommend is to start with a solid foundation. Make sure that your recording environment is as quiet as possible and invest in a good microphone, in a good interface, and some acoustic panels. This will make a world of difference in the quality of your raw recordings. And believe it or not, it will save you a ton of headaches down the line. So there you have it, folks. Your very own secret recipe for podcast vocal gold. But don't take my word for it. Just try it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments below. But guys, a small disclaimer, it's not going to work for everybody the same, because the settings that I showed you here are not going to be the same for everyone. Everyone has its own voice and its own power. Also, it depends on the mic, and also it depends on the audio interface. But these plugins are going to help you like really a lot. By the way, guys, if you want to check out the video that I mentioned earlier about the best Waves plugins for vocals, check out this video.